In the previous video we showed how you can use the Xbasic helper function to do a query against a SQL database and extract the events data in the required JSON format. So now what we're going to do is go back to our calendar that is displaying the events data from the Northwinds database on it, and show how this information is added to the calendar every time the user navigates to a different month. So let's go back to design mode right now and then go back to controls, and then if we go and look now at the events for the calendar, we can see that in the onMonthNavigate event we're calling a JavaScript function called Calendar-Month-Navigate. So we'll go back to JavaScript now and now take a look at Calendar-Month-Navigate. So this function takes date as an input, which is the date that is currently selected, and the essential part of this function is shown over here. So this part over here just simply finds a pointer to the menu that displays multiple events, and if that menu is still open, it just ensures that it's hidden, so that when you navigate from one month to the next month, if the menu that was showing multiple events was open, we just go ahead and close it. So this part of the code here is not germane to the Ajax callback. So this is the part that's actually making the Ajax callback. So you can see here that what we're doing is getting the target month that the user navigated to. So when the user goes here and presses this icon over there to navigate to the next month, we need to know that the user has navigated to September 1994. Or if the user were to do this, for example, and choose, say, let's go there and say 1996, we need to know that the user has navigated to September 1996, for example. So going back to design mode now, we can see that that the target month that the user has navigated to when this function is called is available in the calendar object inside the underbar dp dot underbar month property. So cal_obj here is a pointer to the calendar object, and we get that by calling the dialog controls get control method, passing in dt1, which is the name of this control. And then once we have the pointer to the calendar object, we can read the target month that the user navigated to, and also the target year that the user navigated to. So the target month is 0 based, so January is 0 and February is 1, so we just go and add 1 to it. And then we construct a set of name value pairs that can be sent back to the server as part of the Ajax callback. So we're just constructing a JavaScript variable here called data, which is going to have inside it underbar month and underbar day. So if the user navigates, say, to February 1997, this value here will be 2, and then year will be 1997, and then Ajax callback is calling an Xbasic function that we wrote, and it's passing in data. So now let's go to our Xbasic functions and take a look at this get events, which is the Ajax callback. So this is Xbasic now, this is server-side code, and if we go now and just put in a debug 1 over here and watch what happens when we call it, you can see now that if we were to go and look inside E, we would see that inside E there's year and month, there's year and there's month. So we're trying to get the events right now for August 1994. So step. So here we construct a start date. So we've now constructed a start date basically by using the Xbasic date value function. And we took the year and the month, and then we took the first of the month. Then to get the end date, we basically added 1 to the month and then moved back 1 day. So this gives us the end dates, and we don't need to know the number of days in the month by just adding 1 to the month and then moving back by 1 day. So now we have the end date and the start date, and now we start